everybody, the Paradise Trimaran is getting naked. We're taking the tarpaulin off so we can move this hole. Well, actually, we don't even need to move this hole, honey. We only need to move this hole that way. That's it. This hole can stay here. We're done with this. Well, no, we're going to want to put the boards in. So anyway, we're taking the tarpaulin off. So we got to take these little clips off. And it's kind of tight on some of them, so I got to use needle nose pliers and kind of pry it off and stuff like that. So anyway, the wife will video what's happening. So, there we go. Got that one off. This one here. We have to, yeah, I'm gonna need like I'll make a stainless steel pry bar, honey.
Okay.
And then that with this, see, like that, because that's all that we need, like a pry bar. There we go. Gotta get the back now. But basically, you see what I'm doing. I'm just taking this, putting it through the hoop, prying it, and then clipping it and popping it off. So it's working well. They're tight, and they should be. But once you do like one or two, then the rest of them get a lot more slack. So, yeehaw! We are getting naked. Paradise out. All right, everybody. We're almost naked. We got the tarpaulin off. We're taking these rafters off here. I took the center line off, and so we just lift these up like that. Lift this up like that. Everything comes off. There's nothing hard bolted on here. So once the tarpaulin's on and all that weight and stuff is on, we don't worry about these things going nowhere. And this is not connected to the tarpaulin. So if the tarpaulin blows up from a wind, these don't go with it. They just sit here because they're stainless steel and they're kind of stuck in here once the tarpaulin's on. Same as over there. So I'm going to take this off. It takes two hands, like I said. And then this in back of the boat will be disconnected side to side. And after I take that one off, the front of the boat will be disconnected side to side. So Paradise. There's a new exhaust, boys and girls. Paradise. Which way you want to see this thing? Like that? Paradise. All right, everybody. Oh, we're looking at XXX stuff here. A naked boat. Topless. We're going topless today. Actually, we're going to wash the bra. I'm sorry, wash the tarpaulin. But we got to get it all off there. So it all unclipped relatively easily. I was able to have places to stand, to unclip things where I wasn't so out of balance. In the ocean, it's going to be rocking, but I'll have everything to hold on to. So it seems like, and if I fall in the water. It doesn't hurt. I'll have my bathing suit on no matter. If I'm in the boat, my bathing suit will be on because you got to get in the water to get in the boat. We don't have a dock here where you pull up to the dock and step out of your boat onto, a boat dock. That ain't here. So anyway, we got scrub brushes, and I looked online on how to clean that, and they just said just use dish soap, just Dawn dish soap, and scrub it with a scrub brush lightly. Don't use Scotch Brite and stuff like that because it'll cut right through. That's PVC over a Dacron fiber, I'm pretty sure. So we got to take these apart. We got to take this hole here and move it that way so we can take these cross beams out, and we can epoxy both sides of these. Grind and epoxy. I had to grind these out extra large to add room for about 1/8 of an inch thick epoxy here. So I had to grind this out before we slapped on that epoxy. So we got to do that. We got to take these bolts out wherever the bolts are. This is the plug for the drain here, but I just keep it stuck there for now. Normally it's tied to a little piece of nylon string like this, but I'm gonna have to get a new string because this got covered with enamel paint. It's not tieable, flexible anymore. Okay, So I'm gonna have to see if I can get some muscle over here, which these guys are usually more than willing to help us. Honey, we got to get all this stuff off of here. Okay, so anyway, we got some work to do. It is 3:15 and time for us to get rocking. So we'll be back with more pictures of naked boats. Paradise out. Hey y'all, what's that lady over there doing? Mopping the floor. Oh, wait a minute, that's not the floor. What is that? That's the tarpaulin for the boat. Yeah, well, look how filthy it got. This is the underside. And honey, show them how easy it is to clean this. You just get some dish soap, and honey, right here, this one, it's already wet. Yeah, yeah. This is how we'll see how easy it is to clean this and make it bright white again. And that's after how many months you think? 6 months? It's just sitting in the dirt and the sun, not in the ocean, but on the land where all the dirt and the dust and the rain pulling up. Yeah, and he washed the edges this way, along with him this way. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much all there is to it. All the brown stuff there you see is just the mud, but it's relatively clean right now. But that's how simple it is to clean a tarpaulin. Get it off your boat or wherever you got. Put it on like a nice concrete surface like we got. And then get a bucket of dish soap and water and a little scrubbing, brooming thing like that. And voila. Quick as can be, it is all clean. We don't have a water hose here, so I'm going to go to the hardware store right now and buy one. Hopefully get one of those little sprayer gun things so that we can rinse it all off real quick and easy. Then we got to dry it. Don't ever just fold up a wet one because you'll be back looking like that with mildew. So after you hose it all down, scrub it all off and hose all the soap residue off. Be sure to get all the soap off too. Don't leave it so hoopy. I don't know how that, if that somehow degrades the PVC. This is a PVC and like a Dacron fiber embedded in the PVC, the white PVC. Polyester, I'm guessing, is the fiber. They're really strong. I saw some of the hairs that came out the side, and I grabbed them and tried to pull them and tear them. I couldn't even break them. Not even the thin little. They're just super fine little hair, like smaller than hair, actually. Fibers that are encased in the PVC, the white PVC. They've got gray and green PVC too. If you wanted the color other than white, it didn't show so much dirt, but I like the white. It reflects heat really well, and as you see, it's easy to wash. So I'm going to go get some water hose and hopefully a sprayer, and we'll be back with more from my Paradise scrubbing tarpaulins. Paradise. Alrighty, folks, we're still at work cleaning this, but what we're doing, because we only got so much area where there's not mud and dirt, we don't have so much concrete, we lay it out like this, and then we fold it, and then we wash what's exposed by that fold, and then we flip it over and wash that next side, and then we just keep kind of rolling it. And as you see, we've already cleaned that top part. We've already cleaned the bottom top. So this section here is the last section on this side. You know, of course, it's got two sides, and we're not sure what the other side is done. This is the bottom here. As you can see, all the welds, where all the welds are. The rough spot, the top is smooth. So all the welds are done underneath it. These are for the rafters where they ride, so not to wear a hole through the tarpaulin. And all these are where rafters and that ride. So anyway, we're still hard at work, but that's the technique. You know, we don't throw the whole thing out, and we don't walk on it. And there could be sharp corners or edges that might cut or damage it. So we're just doing everything we can to keep it nice and uninjured. The other thing we're doing too, we're experimenting between the dish soap, the Joy dish soap here, and the Surf laundry detergent. The Surf laundry detergent is making more bubbles and more foam. And it may contain some kind of a whitener. I don't know if it contains any bleach or whatever. I'd have to read, and I don't have my glasses, but somewhere in here it will tell you what the ingredients are and has some kind of a bleach. So it probably has a minor amount of bleach or some kind of whitener in it. And this is rose fresh, so you know it's going to smell good. It's going to smell like a rose after we're done. So anyway, I'm thinking this Surf laundry detergent is better. And when I wash my hands with this stuff, it kind of burns. And if you wash your hands with like a chlorine, it kind of burns. And so I think this has got chlorine, and so it may do a better job of whitening than just the dish soap, because the dish soap I'm sure doesn't have chlorine. We got a snag here. So anyway, onward. We're scrubbing more. We talked the brother-in-law of Lyndon into doing a little section to see if it would fit his hand, and he did like about a third of it pretty good. So I just stood back and rested. But these people, this is all family here. This house is family, that house is family, that house is family, and this house here will be family. This is like a family compound where they own this property. That's maybe some relative, cousin, uncle, distant second cousin thing. And over there may be relatives too. So they're all family, or close to family, all around here. That's kind of how things go. And that's good because they watch after each other. So if somebody goes away, there's like 20 eyes still eyeballing what's going on here and keeping everything good, which there's not really a problem, but I think that may be why, because there's just no chance anybody could get in. Not a good chance. Somebody did try to climb over this wall back here. This is the lumber yard where I got the dirt. All this dirt here that we got, they raised the ground up about 8 inches or 6 or 8. That's the lumber yard where we carried over, if you saw that video. But some crazy guy was trying to go over it, and then one of the dogs, Rocky, the black dog, took over and just started barking like crazy, like he was going to rip him to shreds, and he jumped back over and ran away. This dog here, he will actually bite you, and I mean, I can't get near him. My wife can get near him. The family, her brother's family, can get near him, but not even the children. One of the kids went up there to pet him, and he put a tooth into his arm. And the brother, the sister of my sister-in-law, her husband, went to pet him, and he put a hole right through his right between his thumb and his finger in that part of the flesh there. Put a hole through that. So he will get you. The other dog, he's never bit anybody other than just, if you have to take a shower, he'll like growl and protest, but he won't bite you. So I better get back to work. We're coming in on the home stretch. So probably to clean this whole thing, I'm guessing 1 hour maximum, just to scrub it. As long as you got these brushes, get longer handles too, because these little short ones, you kind of bend down a lot, but that's just, everything's short here. They don't have that. Nobody's tall here. They're all as tall as her. That's about it. So the short handle, but that short handle is even too short for her. But this one's just right for her, but it's short for me. So she's super short and I'm pretty short. So we will be back with more scrubbing the tarpaulin, making her beautiful again. Paradise out. All right, everybody. We're about down to the last fold. We got one more fold under here, so between where that's under there, between there and there is well, I'll show you folks. There. Dirty, ugly. So I think that's our last one. We'll unfold this one too, just to make sure, and then we got to figure out a way to hang it up. We also, when we unfold, we leave a little bit of the clean part exposed, so we can kind of compare what we did with the last one to this one. So we see the white line there, we leave that, see, like that. You can see it now, the white line, we leave that exposed, and that way we know if we're being somewhat consistent with our scrubbing, getting it clean. So anyway, I don't know if you saw a sprayer thing, but if you don't have a sprayer, you can get a piece of, this is 3/4 inch PVC. 1 inch might work better because it barely fits in this hose, but you just bend the hose and stick this on, and that'll shut it off. But when you pop this off, and this hose is still kinked, it'll be like a high pressure sprayer, and then you can spray. And so anyway, we're gonna get busy and adding some dish soap. Our recommendation is not dish soap, laundry soap. We think laundry soap is better than the Surf laundry soap is better than the Joy dish soap. And again, I think it's because it contains some level of bleach and whiteners and stuff in there. So the Joy we stopped using, and we went with pure soap, Surf brand. So we're gonna bucket up, scrub it down, and then hang it up somewhere. We gotta figure out where to hang this thing, and then hose it all off. After it's hung up, we're gonna rinse it all off good then, because we can't get a perfect rinse here. But we'll probably drape it from over there, which I think is long enough to over here, as long as this wire is strong enough. And then we'll raise the inside basically up and hose all on the inside. Then we'll drop it down and hose both sides of the outside, and then let her dry. So we're dumping the soapy solution on there, and we're gonna get busy. So I get to work. Paradise out. A lot of scrubbing. All right, everybody, we're doing the final rinse. We hung it up. This is like either the front or the back of the Trimaran. That's either the front or the back, and then these are the sides hanging down. So fortunately, we have a clothesline that's long enough. That's got to be 18, 16 feet. So we hosed it down. We opened the flaps and walked inside and sprayed inside the, the V. We sprayed this side and this side inside, and then we sprayed both outside. We want to get all that soap off so it doesn't, I don't know what might do to the PVC. Maybe nothing, or maybe it might kind of degrade. Don't spray the mud. So Kiney's practicing to be, this is my nephew, by the way, Kiney. He's the youngest son of her brother, one of her brothers. And so we're good? Okay, but don't spray the mud. Aim it towards the concrete. Okay, now shut her off. Shut her off. Woo! You saved the piggy bank. Man, that was close. He's practicing to be a fireman. We told him the house is burning and it's getting close to his piggy bank, so he needs to put the fire out. Fun with kids. So anyway, we did pretty good, but we didn't do perfect. You can see there's still some dots here. But that laundry detergent may have some bleach. If we'd have left it on there and left it lay, and I didn't know if that was good or bad. This is the underside, by the way, which is the textured side, which is the hardest to scrub because you got to get into those little grooves and stuff. And we scrubbed this way and this way and this way and every way that we could think of to get that out, but still left a few little spots on there. So we're letting it dry like this. And when it's dry, we'll fold it. I'm guessing in about an hour it'll be dry, because we're in the Philippines. With all the humidity and everything here, stuff dries super fast. Clothes dry like 20 minutes and they're dry. You can see all those clothes up there, they just dry, man. Even not in the sun. It's amazing. But anyway, we are done with the tarpaulin scrub. It's back to pretty close to white. And we will let her dry. Paradise. I think we're going to take the chair. Honey, where'd the chair go? Let's put the chair between these two so it kind of separates them and get some air in there. So we'll try to do a little use a little technology here. Pull this apart, as you can see. And put the chair in there, and that'll separate them. Put one here. No. Okay. Put it sideways. In the middle, sideways. All right, everybody. It's dried, and we're folding it, sort of folding it just to put it where it goes. It needs to be centered here, but we folded this one halfway over here, and then we're going to fold this one halfway over there, and then we're going to fold it in half, I guess, and then roll it up somehow. We're letting the ground dry too. but the concrete's all dried, so everything's dried, so we're in good shape. So anyway, we're gonna commence to folding and rolling and putting it back, and then whenever we go to head to Battalion Island. Yeah, see, this is the fiber that this stuff is made from here. And it's like a Dacron or something. It's really, you can't break that. This little skinny, thin thing, you can't break. That's how strong it is. So I need to get my fingernail clippers or something and clip that little strand off so we don't have a dangling thread. So anyway, of course we left all of our clips in because they're going to just clip right back to the boat. They're stainless steel. Nothing happens to them when they get wet. They're pretty good quality from what I've been able to tell. So we have a clean tarpaulin, and we'll be back with more of my Paradise on Battalion Island. Hanging up the sheets, it looks like, huh? Paradise out.